everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the new Catrice Cosmetics highlighting and contouring products that are brand new at Ulta. So first up is the Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette. I don't want to blind you guys, so I'm just going to open that up. So over here we have the contour powder and then a highlight powder. This does come in two different colors. I got the number 10 Ashy Radiance. I mean, doesn't that sound kind of but it's called Ashy Radiance and it is more for fair skin. And then they also have Warm Harmony, which is for slightly deeper skin tones. I'm not gonna lie though, it's definitely not going to be good for deep skin tones, but possibly an olive skin tone could probably get away with it. Not much deeper than that though. Unfortunately, Catrice is kind of known for just not having a wide range of shades in their line, but if you are more toward the medium to fair skin tone, then a lot of these will work for you. So this palette is $7.99 and you do get in here a pretty decent size of the contour powder, and I love that it is very cool toned, so you don't have to worry about it being too much more of like a bronzer instead of a contour. And I will give separate swatches in a picture because the lighting does tend to wash this stuff out a little bit. It is a bit deeper than what you see in the pan right here. I am wearing the contour powder from here today, just right here where the contour goes. I do feel like it blends really, really nicely, and it wasn't too pigmented where it's going to be hard to blend away the lines. I really like how the contour powder performed. I have had really good success with the Catrice face products that I have tried, and this is another really good one. I really like it. I do feel like the color on the contour is spot on. It's great for providing a shadowy color. The highlighting powder in here, which is this side of it, it does have just a slight sheen to it. It's definitely not a blingy highlight, but it's not one that you would want to set your under eyes with because it does have a little bit of that sheen to it. But it's really nice for just putting on the tops of the cheekbones or on the cupid's bow, or even underneath the brow bone, just to give you a little bit of something. And I would say it's very work appropriate because it's not too shiny. But I did layer it today with another product that we're going to talk about. And then on the back of this packaging as well, they do give you a nice little diagram on how you should be applying the contour and the highlight, just in case you are new to contouring and highlighting. Then next up they have a matte bronzer, which is $6.49, and this does also come in two colors. I have the medium bronze. There's also a deep bronze. Now, something that I will say about this is that online, this medium bronze color looks significantly lighter. I would say in person, this shade right here that you're seeing on camera looks about 2 shades deeper than what you're seeing on camera. So again, I will give you a swatch for this, but the one that you see online looks even maybe a shade or 2 lighter than this. It almost looks like a face powder. It's so light. So keep in mind that it is going to be a bit darker if you order the medium one. And then the deep bronze, the color that you see online, still looks pretty light, so I would assume that it's going to be maybe 3 to 4 shades darker than what you see online whenever you get that. So don't be afraid of the color of the swatches online because you do get it a little bit more in a bronzy color. This powder also blends so nicely, and unlike the contour one, this one is very, very pigmented, which I suppose you might want in a bronzer, but I like to go a little bit lighter on mine. I don't like to apply bronzer with too much of a heavy hand because I am somewhat fair, or on the fair side. So because this is so pigmented, I like to apply mine just by barely tapping in my brush and then going in. It blends really, really beautifully, and I feel like it does give a really naturally sun-kissed look. And I appreciate that it is matte and doesn't have any shine in it. This is also something that you could wear to work or school without people thinking like, wow, that's a little over the top. I know in like YouTube world, we get so used to seeing over the top contour and highlight and bronze, but that's just not that wearable in everyday life. Products like this are great for that, so that you still get a more natural look and you don't look quite so overblown with all of the shimmer and the shine and the highlight and the bronziness. So I really, really like this one. I think that it was really great and I am pretty impressed with it. So the last product are the highlight powders, and they have two options online, and I did go ahead and pick up both of them. The first one is Stardust, which is more of a slightly pink highlight. You're not going to be able to tell because the lights are just washing this out. It makes it look straight up white, but I will give you a swatch of this. It is just the most pale baby pink highlight. And once you get it on your skin, you can't really tell that it's pink unless the light hits it a certain way, and then it just looks like the faintest pink. And the second one is Champagne Campaign, and it is more of a straight up champagne pale gold highlight. And then of course just the actual powders of these are so cute, the way that they have a little quilting on it, but you can see that this one is Stardust, which is the pink one, and this one is Champagne Campaign, which is more of the goldish color. So you can see just the slight difference between those there. And then I'll also have the swatch showing the difference. What I love about these is that, again, they are just so naturally glowy. It is more glowy than the highlight powder that is in the palette. It's not as shimmery as a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector type of highlight. It's definitely still work in school and everyday life appropriate. These highlights are definitely more on the subtle side. You definitely still get a nice glow on them, but they're not so like in your face white stripe of shimmer, and I really like that look. I think that it looks better in everyday life, as opposed to just taking a picture for the gram, you know, or making a YouTube video. These are very soft and they do blend really nicely into the skin. I really like the way that they look, and overall I'm really happy with these. I know that this might not be the most popular opinion on YouTube and Instagram and social media, but I just feel like sometimes we overdo it with the contour and highlight and putting on cream contours and then powder contours and contouring with concealers and foundations, and there's just so much going on that it's kind of refreshing to see a set of contour and highlight products that are geared more toward everyday life. To the grocery store, going to school, or going to work, and you're not going to feel like, you know, oh, I look really great in pictures, but then as soon as I walk out the door, everyone thinks that I look like a clown. I mean, I like to be able to put on makeup and be able to film a video and have it look good, but then still be able to go out after that and feel like I look like a normal person. You know, like sometimes things that you see on YouTube or on Instagram, you think, wow, that's really pretty, but then you can't go outside and still look like a human. I really appreciate that these products are just so natural and so pretty looking, and the fact that they're drugstore and so inexpensive at that, I love them. These are great products, and these are things that anybody can wear at any age and look good. It's not age exclusive, it's not going to be too overdone, and you can really control the amount of shimmer and shine and sparkle. And you know, you can go in with just the contouring palette and have a really pretty contour and a really subtle highlight and be done with it. Or you could just go in with the bronzer and the highlight from this and just be bronzy and glowy, or you can add on the powders, the highlighting powders, and just look really nice and fresh and glowy and not overdone. So I kind of hope that we go more toward that trend of, you know, doing away with the overdoneness, but that's my 2 cents on that. I kind of went off on a tangent, but I just, I really like seeing naturally beautiful things, and highlight that isn't too overdone and contour that isn't too contoured. And I think that these products are really, really great for that. I cannot recommend them highly enough. They are available at Ulta, and I will leave all the links down below for you guys. And that is it. That is my 2 cents and more on these products. I really like them, and I hope that you found this review helpful. And please keep in mind, it's just makeup, and these are just my opinions on it. I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that I feel like contour and highlight is overdone. Whatever it is that you want to do, that's great. I encourage you to keep doing that. But I also encourage natural beauty and just being a little bit more real with ourselves. And even though it might not be for everybody and everybody's taste, I think that everyone looks really beautiful whenever they keep it a little bit more natural. And that's just my 2 cents on it. So I'm gonna go before I keep digging a hole for myself, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. That doesn't make any sense, Lindsay. Try saying that 5 times fast, huh?